Preparation's key for the car boot
Massive.
style. There'd be parks of people
They'd be running
shoulder to shoulder in parks trying to catch like a Charizard or some sort of Pikachu or something. He's got 7 best-selling books, all in the business and finance and motivation space.
I've heard it's like there's a lot of like cutthroat people in that game. Anyway, welcome back, people. Suits and Sladders. Right, it is actually boiling outside right now.
It's hot.
So I've got a little question for you.
Have you?
If you were stranded on a desert island, and a genie popped up and went, Oliver, you've got 3 wishes.
I'm probably already hallucinating, aren't I?
But you cannot leave your location.
Can't leave the location.
What are your wishes? You currently have 0 resources. You got to feed off the land. What are you wishing for?
Oh, okay. God, that's a hard question. 3 wishes.
They can come
Wish number 1. I'm gonna say. Can I say like unlimited resources, like water, food?
Not unlimited. No.
I can't say that.
No. Not unlimited, and you can't move location.
Oh,
there you go. They're the rules.
Okay. I would say access to 1 million gallons of water.
Okay.
I think you need that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking too primary here. I'm thinking a beautiful shelter with electricity and everything, like a house. Really nice. I can't leave my location, so I've got to make the location banging.
So a beautiful shelter with electricity.
Well, a home.
Give
me a big mansion in the middle of the desert.
Mansion.
A big mansion in the middle of the desert with all the things that I
fully
need.
functionable.
We're talking cinema room. We're talking gym. We're talking.
Okay.
If I've got to stay there, I'm going to stay there in luxury.
Okay.
All the water I'll ever need for life.
Yeah.
And then you for the podcast, bro. You're sticking there with me, man. I'm not going there solo.
Just zap me out. I'm comfortable at home. You should go. And I'm here.
You should have known that.
Outrageous. No, that's funny.
My missus is going to be fuming.
Because there's a joke, right?
Go on.
And there's like these guys. They're all on a desert island.
Yeah.
They find this genie lamp. They rub it. And he goes, oh, hello.
Yeah.
I grant you 1 wish each.
Oh, okay.
And there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
First one goes, I want to be at home in a jacuzzi with my family. Boom, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Second one's like, I want to be in a mansion with supermodels, unlimited water. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
Third one's like, I want my mates back. Boom, straight back.
That's so funny. Oh,
unreal.
man.
So the fact you said that, I didn't think you'd go down that route. Fair
You're
play.
just chilling out at home.
Yeah,
feet
relaxing,
up, watching
mate.
the rugby. Poof, into the
You
desert
could have
with me.
asked. You could have asked for a speedboat. You could have asked for anything.
In the desert, why do I need a speedboat?
To get out of the island.
No, you should have to stay in the location.
No, yeah, you have to stay in the location.
Yeah.
It can't go, I want to be in Portugal or something.
Oh, so
like
I can't so I don't have to
You
stay
could
there
travel.
for life.
Yeah.
I just okay, so
Yeah.
I didn't know the rules. Okay. Right.
Well, look at that.
Well, it's hot. We know it's hot. So
It is
to
hot.
chill out today with the hot weather, grab yourself a drink. We're getting into a bit about collectibles. my friend.
This
Now,
is interesting, right? Because this is so out of my scope, right?
It's a scene that neither of us have any knowledge to.
Which,
also,
but we probably should, you know?
we should.
Because apparently, like, buying art and things like that is a really,
Did
really
you see all
good
the stuff with
long-term
like some of
investment.
these influencers getting on the collectible scene?
Oh,
at
the
moment?
collectibles,
It's
yeah.
mental. Absolutely
But
mental.
I'm on about, like, top tier art, apparently.
Yeah, artwork as well.
You buy one of those, wait 20, 30 years.
Yeah, so true. Well, funnily enough, you said that. Like, I got to shout out something here, which I'm not proud of, but I need to say it. Ollie the Oracle made a bit of a doozy on his last Oracle.
Yeah,
and,
what?
I'm calling him out. Right?
Okay. Well,
So he might have said something about the beta squad. Somewhere
oh, yes.
and he called the beta squad out for not posting content.
He did.
And 24 hours later, the beta squad watched Ollie the Oracle and said, you know what, he's right. We need to get back on the game.
And they released 2 videos.
And they've released their whole new season lineup that they've got coming out. So Ollie the Oracle knocked them back into place. But one thing they did announce is Chunks is starting a very own like collectibles opening pack channel.
Yeah.
And he's doing it. The Simon
Simon
have
are
done
doing
it. All
it.
of them have got their own like, pack opening
Randall's kind of early to
Randy's
the
been
scene
doing it
with
for a while. Yeah. But they're all doing it. They're all like, got these pack opening collectible things, which is pretty insane.
It is.
So if they're all getting on it,
it's
I
kind
think we
of
need to know
cute
about
as well, isn't it? It's like nostalgic for them.
It is.
Like a 38-year-old opening up some kid cards.
Well, all they used to do back in the day, they all got famous opening like FIFA packs, didn't they?
Yeah,
that was their
yeah.
sort of like thing.
Yeah.
So it is very much
Low-key,
like...
they are like nerds deep down.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
that is like it's like a little light hood, isn't
100%.
it? It's like,
But it's kind of our own thing. We're like gambling with the scratch cards.
yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it takes
You
us
get-
back
you
to
get your
our
own
days,
avenue
mate.
with
Yeah,
it. So,
exactly.
Before we get into it, I have a top 10 for us.
All right.
Yeah, and it's a bit out
like a
of the
little
scene
top
for the
10.
content for today, but it is the top 10 business content specialists. So not just like business role models in general. There are people over history that have been outstanding role
Yes.
models. These are the people making content now, which I think are the best role models.
Still in the game?
In the game now. They have, well, kind of.
Okay.
But the best business content role models.
Influencer
These are
kind
the
of
real
vibes.
gurus, not the fake gurus. These are my top 10.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay?
I'm interested.
So, kicking things off. In number 10, there's a lot of honorable mentions. I'm just going to say that as well.
Get to them at the end.
Number 10, Caleb Hammer. Do you know Caleb Hammer?
No.
You probably don't know him by name, but he's the guy with the financial advice pod where he brings on people and he speaks to them about their finances and how much debt they're in and how to get out of debt and all this sort of stuff. He's going absolutely viral, right? So a couple of stats on him. 8.18 million subscribers.
Really?
So I'm telling you, he's a
UK?
shark.
US?
Yeah, American based.
American.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
I know a few UK ones, but not American. Yeah.
So his top video long form is 6.2 million views.
Wow.
Right? His top video short form, 26.7 million views.
That's nuts.
It's insane.
Popping,
He's got the number one membership on YouTube as well. In terms of all, YouTube have membership now.
Oh, right. He's got the number one
He's the number one subscribed YouTube membership in the
I'm
world.
not surprised, mate. Finance is a massive issue for a lot of people.
And he was registered top finance podcast in the world last year. So
I
this
rate
guy
it.
is insane. And in terms of like fun content, I know you haven't seen it, but he basically brings on idiots who are in massive amounts of debt or like he brought on Togi, who's like an influencer.
Okay,
He's like big in America at the moment. But he brings on just average Joe people. He'll bring on like couples and he'll say to the couples like, you need to leave your boyfriend. Like he's the one depleting. And he'll call people out heavy. It's so
I need
juicy.
to search him up, man.
Mate, his content is unreal.
And then I'm assuming he obviously gives like tips and advice.
Really good business advice.
Like
He's a business expert himself.
Yeah.
He spoke a lot as well. He sold, I think it was like 25% of his YouTube channel in terms of as a business. He sold 25% of it to an investor back in the day for like £30,000 to help him grow the channel.
Wow.
But he ended up really regretting that decision because of the fact that the channel blew up. And now he was lucky enough. He wrote in the contract, he said, if in 3 years I can buy it back at 30 grand, I get to buy it back.
Nice.
If not, but it was worth hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
It was, and he also
he's lucky he had that clause.
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
He
big
could have been in
time,
big trouble.
big time.
So I'm assuming he's bought the person out.
Yeah, he
surely,
bought the person out. He had like two other lads who got their podcast. I've forgotten their name, but they're a really great growing podcast as well. He had them on his channel the other day, and while they were there, they were sort of all joking around, and the two lads were saying, "Oh yeah, so how much money are you making now?" and all this stuff. And he goes, "Oh, how much money are you making?" The guy said it, and he goes, "Would you ever be considered being bought out?" And they were like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Well, that's why you're here." And they were both there like, what?
Oh,
and he genuinely put on the
man.
table, he was there like, I'll buy you guys right now. And they came up with a figure and he was like, we can talk about it. It was juicy. So anyway, not financial advice, hilarity, everything. Great short form. Caleb hammers in at number 10. Right, number 9.
Nice.
A big name. Not as present, but big name in the space. Tony Robbins. Do you know Tony Robbins?
No.
He's the guy who does all the big sort of like seminars and stuff. Big motivational
Oh, wait,
speaker.
he's got a croaky voice and stuff like that. I see him on adverts all the time.
Yeah, he's bigger back in the day.
Yes,
however, he's still got an incredibly big fan base at the moment. 2.65 million subs, 7.6 million on his top video. It was 6 years ago.
Nice.
10 million short form. He's got 7 best-selling books, all in the business and finance and motivation space. Almost 1 billion meals through his philanthropy has been given over the last 10 years.
Really?
Almost 1 billion. It's like 967 million. It's crazy. And he's got 7 billions worth of like investment into businesses that exist in America.
So he's an investor now after being a business person.
At the moment, he's mostly an investor. But he helps people.
Which is what a lot of people transition into, isn't it?
Exactly. But those are the people that I think authentically do it. He's not selling a course. He's like, I invest into these businesses. I promote people. He does a lot of like guidance and motivation now. But in terms of his business expertise, it's unreal. So another person to shout out and follow.
Fair play.
Next up in number 8, Dan Martell.
Right.
Again, probably don't know him.
Jeez, these are all American, surely.
So these three most of these are American in terms of their sort of spec. But in the world, in terms of business content, Americans have done it far better in terms of content than anybody in the UK.
In America.
There's a few people in the UK that are in this list, though, don't get me wrong. So Dan Martell, 2.7 million subs. The story of Dan was when he was a kid, went down a really bad path, ended up being in juvie, being in jail, like knocking around with the wrong people.
Oh, mad.
Really had to turn his life around. He's a brilliant guy in terms of describing videos different from like family, balance, social life to running a business. What I found really funny, he's got some of the biggest videos in the world, like genuinely in terms of the space. 4.4 million videos on his top video on YouTube. Really good like segment quality graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
8.3 million views on some of his short form stuff.
Yeah, nice.
And it's funny. Obviously, we've looked at using people's thumbnails and using people's descriptions and developing ourselves to kind of more align with the biggest people in the space. A lot of videos that he's posted, I've seen the same thumbnails used on people like Simon Squibb, Alex Hormozy, like all these people. They use Dan Martell's original videos. So he's the one who very much spearheads a lot of the space. Honestly, he really does.
It is common though. A lot of people do nab each other's thumbnails. They use it all the time.
Exactly. Next up, we've got somebody from the UK.
Okay.
Daniel Priestley. Now, I mentioned Daniel Priestley on the pod before.
I know.
There's actually a video of me speaking to Daniel Priestley on a cool age ago. Maybe we'll find a way to pop that up on the video. He's not as big. He's got 166k subs on YouTube, like 400k on his top video, 300k on short form. However, he was Forbes Entrepreneur of the Year a couple of years back, which is a bloody title to earn. Like, that is a tough title to earn. He's got 7.4 million invested into his Score app business, which is like all about how you develop applications, look at your websites and stuff. And he's got this business called Dent Global, which is all about like helping entrepreneurs. So he's done that for years before he started making content in terms of a reliable guru. Yeah. If you want to call it
that. It is interesting though, like a lot of these
into.
Big business people have turned to content as well, purely because they want to do something more than just make money and earn money. They actually want to give back to people on a free platform like YouTube. It's brilliant.
Definitely. Like, for example, I was watching a Simon Squibb video today. Because he pops up on TikTok all the time. A lot of the time when he's posting videos and he's giving guidance to people, the first thing he'll say to anybody is, you need to make content. And that is always the gateway into having a successful business from his perspective, which is true nowadays, like in all honesty.
That's how you generate a bit of a market.
Big time. Next up. Now, you probably won't know him by name again, but you'll know his account. Okay. His name is James Dumoulin, or Dumoulin. I probably got that wrong. He is the founder and creator of School of Hard Knocks.
Oh,
the guy who walks up to people and goes, Sir, I just want to ask you how you made your first billion. Sir, I just want to ask how you made your first million. How'd you get so rich? That geezer. He has been making insane content for years. He is making crazy money. The other day, there was a video where he was like meeting this Australian geezer, and the Australian guy was there like, oh, how much money do you make a year? Do you make more than 10 million a year? And the guy was like, yeah, I make more than 10 million. Like the James guy was like, yeah, I make more than 10 million a year. This guy said, I'll buy 10% of your company right now. And he was like, what? And he was there like, I'll buy 10%. Another one who just like put it on the table for him. James was a bit there like, oh shit, maybe. I'll consider it. Anyway, 2.1 million subs on YouTube, which is pretty impressive. 3.8 million on his top video, 62.1 million on his top video on Instagram or TikTok.
Insane.
Oh, sorry, TikTok. That is insane.
He's big on the TikTok. He's huge.
Mental. He's got 6,000 members on his like academy program, which is like £24 a month.
Oh wow.
6,000 members.
That's good money.
£24 a month. $24 a month. But crazy numbers anyway. Right, time for the top 5.
All right.
Here we go. Number 5. First female on the list, but an incredible business guru as far as they come. Cody Sanchez. Don't know if you've heard about her.
No. Mate, these are all rogue ones for me.
To be fair, what's interesting that I found when I was looking into these people as well is we don't watch a lot of business content because unfortunately what dominates most business content is fake gurus, idiots, people who are selling a course, etc., etc., etc. These people have kind of unfortunately gone under the radar because they're not selling the lifestyle, which pushes out on social media so much.
Yeah,
but these really are the top 10.
Like entertainment shock factor as well. Exactly. I feel like all these fake gurus have that because they're looking for that punch, that click, whatever it may be. Yeah.
So Cody herself, she's made hundreds of businesses, and she's very much like a small business expert. She buys the laundromat. She buys the sort of vending machine businesses. That's her like graft. She loves that sort of thing. And she's made hundreds and hundreds of videos on it. And they're really fun, like vloggy style, but also like slightly expertise.
I like it.
She's featured on like all the big podcasts. There was a Stephen Bartlett episode not too long ago where he featured Daniel Priestley, Cody Sanchez, and I think it was himself. Oh no, Alex Hormozy, and they did like a business expertise 2-3 hour episode. And she was one of them, and she was pretty much the main speaker. She absolutely crushed it. Nice. So again,
I've got to keep an eye out for her.
Big Wall Street investor as well. That was her sort of background, so she understands businesses from that perspective. And her whole thing is buys unsexy companies. Here's a really interesting one. She went on this app called Flipper. I watched one of her biggest videos, and she went on Flipper, and it's this app where you can buy small businesses for next to nothing. She bought a business for $100, and sold it for $18,000 3 months later.
Jeez, 3 months.
3 months.
That's
bro.
insane.
And she put it, and I was thinking to myself, she bought it for $100. Why can't we do
crazy.
that? Imagine if we just go and buy a business for $100,
potentially,
put some graft into it, and they've got all the like cogs turning ready to go. All we need to do is put some grind into it, put some social media behind it.
Potentially,
mate.
Potentially.
Right, now numbers 4 and 3 kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say them in order, but together they are Alex Hormozy and Layla Hormozy.
Oh, right.
Both of them deserve to be on this list, 100%. The Hormozy jumping into, we'll give them a bronze equal medal for the two of them. He is
everywhere, mate.
Everywhere,
He's been everywhere for a long time.
Seriously,
as well,
he has. Yeah, between the two of them, they've got over 6 million subscribers. They've both got over 10 million videos, both on long form and short form. So Alex's background,
really good speakers as well.
Really good speakers. And understands how to like draw a room when it comes to not only like sales meetings where you can kind of be a bit of a fly on the wall, but also like person to person videos, like coaching videos and stuff.
Breaks
Just
it down
excellent.
really simple.
Really, really simple. So a bit about Layla scaled 3 companies, right, in the space of like 10 years to being multi-million-pound companies, then controls the board of acquisition.com, which is hers and Alex's main business. But she controls it. She runs the show there big time. $85 million of revenue annually between these 3 companies.
It's crazy.
$85 million.
That's crazy.
That's bizarre.
And they're constantly scaling as well.
Exactly.
Like, it's only going to get bigger.
Whereas Alex, he's more brick and mortar. He's got 32 brick and mortar companies valued by all sorts. And he obviously runs the platform School, which is mega.
He's the face of them.
He's
but like,
big time the face
Layla's obviously the one beneath the scenes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But she's got her own content game and her content game's really good as well. Anyway, silver medal.
Here we go.
There's a couple left. Have you got any floating names in the head where you're like, maybe missed the mark?
I've got some that probably I would have put lower down.
Okay.
Obviously, there's one that I can think of.
Yeah.
Who's
not
around the room a little bit. But it depends. It depends as well what you class as an influencer, right? Because there are a lot of big business people that do post content, but maybe not necessarily known for their content.
Right. Well, we'll get into silver second place.
Yeah, there's definitely one.
Silver second place goes to SS Man Simon Squibb.
There we go.
He's in. He's in. He had to come in.
Of course, you'd have to put him in.
He's number 2.
Yeah.
Which I'll get to in a second. But anyway, 2.35 million subs on YouTube, 17 million on his biggest video. He's got the biggest business video on YouTube. It's
crazy.
And it's like crazy in terms of how well it's edited and stuff. Guess what his most viewed on short form is?
Most viewed.
Most viewed video. How many it is? TikTok.
80 mil.
143 million.
Jeez. What one is it?
Oh, that was it. I watched the video. He goes up to a girl who's like lent against a car.
Yeah.
And he's there like, have you got a dream? Obviously. And she goes, I've always wanted to be a singer. And he goes, well, sing.
Sing. That's the one. Yeah.
She doesn't sing.
Yeah.
She bottles it and hands back the mic.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the video.
Yeah.
That is his most viewed video.
Nuts.
One where the girl had the chance to be the most viewed person on Simon Squibb's account.
Yeah, no, I didn't even deep that.
Bottles it. 143 million people, bro.
Yeah, you had your chance, man.
That's more than the whole of the UK.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Nuts.
Anyway,
Nuts.
So yeah, she dropped the ball big time.
But I really like his style of content. It's kind of raw. I mean, it's close to the guy going like, oh, how much money do you make?
Yeah.
But it's not the same because he's actually going up to random Joes on the street, your average Joe, and showing people everyone does have a dream or some sort of like idea in their head, and they just need to pursue it.
So true, so true. A bit about him and his background in terms of authenticity.
Yeah.
For his business content, he started a company called Fluid back in the day. Sold it to PwC for millions and millions of dollars. He then started Help Bank.
Yeah,
which has got $100 million valuation currently. 100 million, and he's like,
and it's
fairly new
as well.
It's fairly new. It really is
early
fairly
stages
new.
Almost.
So which brings us to our top spots.
Yeah, there's one person that you haven't mentioned who's obviously got to be it, in my opinion.
God, I'm wondering if you're going to say him.
Gary V.
It's Gary V.
Of course,
Gary
you love
V
him to pieces as well.
I do, mate. I think he really is the most authentic person in business content.
The most known.
He's the most known.
In my opinion.
Everybody in business content references him as being the guy to go to. He's just fantastic.
He was kind of one of the
million subs.
I don't know if I'm right, but he's kind of one of the first people to kind of transition into content from business side.
He was, and he was calling it way before. And he calls things way before they happen so many times. To the point where you're just like...
Which is why he's quite credible.
He's his own oracle. He very much is.
Yeah.
He's had 6.6 million on one of his recent long form video, video, not recent, a while ago, long form video. His short form video is a little bit less than Simon, obviously, because he's not as clickbaity in that sense, but still 41 million on his biggest short form video.
Very good.
So a bit about his background: wine library, his dad's wine library. He took it from like a £1 million company to a $60 million company, which was crazy. And then he started VaynerMedia, and that has an evaluation of $668 million.
Jeez.
$660 over $500 million from his media company, which has like supported so many Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah, massive.
It supports so many people around the world. And in terms of just brilliant energy, which I think it takes to be a business guy, he's got it in abundance.
You can tell he's like wired for business.
He's class.
Yeah,
he's class. Anyway,
100%.
that is my top 10.
I like it.
I had some special mentions, everything from like James Smith's obviously a big guy in content game, but he's a little bit more down the PT route and he's not as big scale. Mr. Beast, there's an argument to say for him, but he's more just a YouTuber.
That's the thing. I feel like if you started off as content, and then transitioned into business, it's slightly different. I'm not saying like content isn't a business, because it clearly
very much is.
But like I'm talking, you've come from a business world into content game. I think it's quite a harder transition.
Completely agree. So a couple of honorable mentions outside of that. Stephen Bartlett, you could say, but he's more just, I think, just a solid podcaster at the end of the day.
He's changed the podcast scene as well.
He has very much changed the podcast scene. Patrick Bet-David is another one, but again, maybe a bit too like down the avenue of political stuff, and he's not really like, when I watch his videos, I don't learn much about business. I just learn about like how to operate and how to behave.
He's got a mixture, because he used to go down kind of trying to teach people how to sell and business route, and then he kind of went down the kind of clickbaity titles, the clickbait stuff that they can find on news articles. And
there's a guy called Chris Donnelly as well. He's a big social media guy. He puts out a lot of videos on like small business stuff, how to get started. He was on one of Simon Squibb's videos recently. So again, there's loads of people in the game that are honorable mentions, but they're my top 10.
There's a ton of like finance ones in the UK as well. There's a guy called like Damien Talks Money or something like that. Really, really good. He's kind of like new to the content game in terms of he's only been around for a couple of years. But like really good information about the UK, what's happening, keeps up to date with all the latest stuff. So if you are in the UK as well and you want some help in your finance, people like that, brilliant.
I agree. Well, obviously, Susan Sliders will one day be on that list.
Yeah, mate.
But
in due course.
The one thing that I didn't really get from it, though, is I definitely think we need to go down this avenue of looking at Flipper, Cody Sanchez's idea, and trying to buy a business. Buying a business would be sick.
That sounds great.
That's a rats to riches in itself.
I like that.
So we've got to go on Flipper and buy a business.
I like that idea a lot. Well, speaking of our mission and rats to riches, my friend, obviously, we have some very exciting news. As you can maybe see by our calendar, a few Easter eggs up there, we do have a car boot sale on the horizon.
We do. It's going to be a hot day.
It is going to be a hot day, that's for sure. We need to make sure we get sun cream or something. Otherwise, we're going to burn. Yeah.
Come on, they look like a son of Rambo.
So funny, man. Anyway, so car boot sale, right? I've probably done one like once in my life.
You've actually done one?
No, like it was a local one.
Yeah.
I haven't sold.
You didn't sell anything.
I just went around like walking around having a look.
Yeah. I've done that before.
And it is usually rammed. It is heaving, like massively heaving.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what do you think we need to do it right at the car boot sale?
Well, I was kind of looking into it. I think there's a lot of stuff we have to sell as well, which we'll get into in a second. But I think preparation's key for the car boot sale. So in terms of going there, pricing the items beforehand, making sure we're not taking a lot of crap there. Let's take like the stuff that we actually need. Outside of that, packing loads of change and stuff. Make sure we've got change to give people.
That's a big
Keep a note of everything that we sell, because that's another side of it.
Very true.
At the same time, it's like, again, as I said, preparation is just key. Make sure that everything's laid out nicely, that it's grouped in certain ways.
Yeah.
I think these are just the tactics behind it. And then the last thing I genuinely think is energy again. You got to bring the energy. I think we bring a speaker, like
potentially,
we have a vibe. Like, maybe even if we have like a box of drinks on the side, like new tonics or waters and stuff.
We got to bring some of our business cards, all of that.
Exactly.
Jazz,
I think if we've got a box of waters, we want people to come to our booth at the end of the day. If they take the step towards us, it's like walking into a shop. They're then a potential customer to make a sale. There's going to be hundreds of tables there. There's going to be thousands of people.
So many people browsing though as well. That's what you'd be wary of.
But once you've got somebody and you've kind of, I think if I went,
what are you looking for, madame?
And I walked up to somebody and there were a couple of geezers and they were like, "Oh, right, hello, mate," and chatting and stuff. Do you want a bottle of water? What you like? You see anything nice today about and around? Like the second you've got somebody chatting, like laughing and joking, hopefully I think for them to look down and just see a 50p thing, go, "Oh yeah, I'll grab that." Like, I think that's the way that we need to grab people.
Yeah, I agree, because there are going to be a lot of people that just sit there. And like, "Oh, do you want something?" kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
So like, if you are bringing the energy, and it's I've looked at where we're going to go as well, and it's quite early. So we get there at 7 a.m.
That's another thing. Get there early.
You need
to.
Because by the way, like where we're going, we can rent tables and chairs, which I think is the best way to do, because then we can pack more into the car. So it's £4 for a table, and then £1 per chair as well.
I'll take that.
So we can do that. We can also get clothes racks and everything like that if we need it. It's £10 for those as well.
Nice.
So I think it's worthwhile getting that in, but they say come early, first come, first serve. So we got to be careful. We need to get in there really early and make sure we
pack everything the night before. It's a 6 a.m. jobby. You here in the car, out there, and parked, ready to go.
So 7 a.m. opens up sellers.
Yeah.
We get everything ready, get comfy. 8 a.m. doors open.
Okay. So you get an hour to like prep yourself up.
Pretty
much, that's good.
Which is nice.
But I still think we need to be there like comfortably before 7 to make sure we get the best spot.
We need to be like parking outside kind of vibe, like a festival. And then we've got 8
3 a.m. jobby just camping there like a stakeout.
Give me that table.
Make it a little Sunday special on its own. That's camping before the thing.
But apparently got like food and refreshments. They've got toilets, everything like that as well, which is quite good.
Let's not spend too much money.
We don't want to spend that much. That is true.
That's so good.
Any money that we make, we just go and get like a burger.
£3. We'll go cider, please.
Yeah, literally. But we're there from 8 till 1, right? 1 p.m.'s closing. So we've got about a good 4 hours pretty much to make as much money as we can. I think we take the most valuable items we think people would sell. Just a normal person, what would they be looking for? Something that's kind of valuable.
Think about like if there's a gallery of this place, let's look it up. Let's see what sort of crowds they get.
Yeah, they do.
Are they getting an older crowd? Are they getting families? And like in terms of what we take there, do we take the pottery? Do we take the nice stuff?
I think we take a mixture. Like you said, you need to break it into categories almost.
Agreed,
so like if someone is browsing, there's a lot of different things they can look at rather than just they're just the pottery boys.
Exactly.
Don't want to be that, do we?
Oh, I like the sounds of that, mate.
Also, what might be interesting, and it is a thought, if we do end up selling quite a lot, and we maybe pack up, we can have a little browse ourselves.
I think we definitely
see if there's any hidden gems around. See if our next door neighbours like have anything.
We probably have to do that right at the start.
Yeah.
If we leave it too late,
everything will be gone.
All the good stuff's going to be nabbed.
100%.
I wonder what the rules are if you went and bought something for somebody and then sold it for more.
Like flipped it on the spot.
Yeah, you bought it from like go to one.
I don't know.
Like, can you imagine if we just literally leant over to the table next to us and they're like, "Can we have that for a tenner?" And then we sold it for 15 and looked at them like that.
You see like those memes? They always do so well. Like the little shorts.
Yeah.
And there's like a watermelon stand, and one guy's selling it for 15, and this guy's selling it for 10. He buys all of them, sells it for 20, and like gets loads more.
I think what we have to do though is you just got to make it so that people, as I said, really want to come to our table.
Yeah.
Whatever funny sales angle we've got.
This is also the problem potentially.
Yeah.
People might not want to be on camera, and that could actually lure them away.
True.
So we've got to think about that to an extent.
I think cameras focus on us in terms of the position of where we put them. If somebody comes over, just say.
We also got to be careful they don't get nabbed.
Yeah, we do seriously need to be careful about
that. Because
we had it before GoPro when we did the tailgate park.
If you don't know, go check out our Patreon because
Jamie was steaming ahead with the temporary tattoo stand.
Yeah, I did it for about an hour and a bit, and then I'd stop. And we searched for 2 hours. We were searching
for the GoPro for ages until some guy had taken it,
so rogue,
walked home,
so rogue,
plugged it in, found out it was us. Because when we came back and he knew what we were doing, he was there like, "Oh, I saw that it was like selling something." We were there
past us. We're the only one with a stand,
and that we were obviously filming there. There was no like.
We had Tom Mullet Man in the camera and everything. Oh, mate.
It was, and then he came back and he even said to us when he came back, he was like, "I thought you guys were gonna like beat me up or something." And we were stood there like, "What's wrong with you? Just give us the camera and piss off." Oh,
it was very, very piss off's not a swear.
Is it not?
No.
Lovely. Anyway, so yes, that is what we've got for the car boot. I've got a bit about collectibles.
Well, that's what I was going to say. When we're at the car boot, there could be a lot of valuable collectibles.
There could. I see these videos all the time. Whether it's
people might like shoes, our ones,
whether it's Pokemon cards, pottery.
They're collectibles.
They are. So looking into the collectible side of things. First of all, most people pick a niche. Now, I think what we should test on the day is seeing what niche benefits us best and then maybe doubling down there in the future. So if we're selling like pottery and that works the best, or we're selling certain clothes or shoes and they work the best, I don't know. But we'll go down a niche in terms of further in the future. Initially, we'll just sell what we can. Yeah. Once you have picked a niche, it's all about condition. So, for example, if you're getting cards, packaging them properly, or if you're getting shoes, keeping them in their original box,
keeping
all
it
that
clean,
sort of
whatever it may be.
Toys,
like everything.
Action figures is a huge one. Original box and matters hugely. It increases the sold price of it exponentially.
Crazy. Just a bit of plastic or cardboard around
it's insane. Watching out for fakes. This is another big one. If we're doing trades and stuff, the amount of people trying to nab trades or like swap for trades is huge in the collectibles game.
Logan Paul had one, didn't he?
Did he?
He ordered like a Pokemon box and it was filled with like GI Joes or something like that. He spent about 200k on it.
What?
Yeah, got like, but then again, I don't know if it was like staged.
Potentially.
But supposedly you got scammed.
Supposedly, there's a guy as well.
Nuts,
he like does all of these like shoe conventions where he'll like buy and sell shoes, and a lot of people come up to his desk. I don't know if you've ever seen him, and he's like, "Oh, flip like." For £500
I've
or
seen this
£2,000.
guy. Yeah,
and this guy does it all the time. The amount of time people
I've
do
seen
like
him lose
every
time.
Every time I see him, every rock paper scissors this man's ever done, he's lost. I don't know what the stats are on that, but it's worse than our scratch card stats for
Guinness
sure.
World Record for that or something.
Unbelievable. So yeah, watching out for fakes. People will try and scam you, so do be mindful of that.
It's a weird game. I've heard it's like there's a lot of like cutthroat people in that game as well.
Big time. And also be mindful of trends. Yes. Because sometimes, for example, Pokemon, if that's the trend at the time and loads of people are buying Pokemon, buy Pokemon to resell quickly. But then if it's like a stock really. If it starts to go down in trend value, looking through social media stats and this sort of stuff, sell out quick.
Yeah, you got it.
It's very much like a stock exchange market itself. It's very, very interesting.
True. So true.
Start small before risking any big money. Best places at the moment are car boot sales, Vinted, Facebook, charity shops, any sort of conventions where they're doing collectible conventions as well.
I would actually say like in person are probably your best bet because you might suddenly have like some old person or some mum or dad getting rid of some kids' stuff and there's some valuable gold dust there.
Exactly, but it's that thing about sales. Like if somebody's online, the ability to just close a tab is so easy.
Yeah.
Like in terms of getting to the point of sale. Whereas when you're with somebody and you're face to face, they have to turn around, say no, and walk away. There's a lot of barriers to stop them from actually leaving before the sale is made. And so even if it's like Whatnot, for example, that's doing really well because it's very much like a live auction house. Like you're reacting with the person, you're seeing them react with you. It eliminates the idea of saying no so much.
So like live auction, isn't it? Because like imagine if you're in a place where someone's bidding for something and you're in the same room as them, it gets competitive to an extent.
We know that for a fact. But the online
ours was online. And then we can actually have like a deliberation go, nah, let's not do it. But if we were in a room, you might have just gone, yep. 200 quid down the drain. What are you doing, mate?
I was watching the video the other day when I bid the 190 and then I win and then I go, I'm not going to say it. I went, I forgot about VAT. And it was like
200 and something.
20% on top. And I was like, I probably should look for that. James can kill me. But anyway, a bit about the market of collectibles as well before we move on. The global collectibles market is estimated to be over $500 billion.
I'm not surprised though, because people collect.
That's a number I can't
people collect
idealize.
Anything.
Yeah, but still, that number is crazy.
It is crazy, but you can think about it as well. Like collectibles would stem from like ancient stuff. And they probably go for an absolute killing.
You talk about every museum's value.
Pictures,
as well. So true. I was watching a James Acaster thing recently as well. Another side note for us. And he did a skit on like people, like the British people going overseas, stealing people's like items and jewelry and etc. And then bringing it back and putting it in a museum, and then people going, can we have that back? Like the governments from other countries, and him being there like, no, we're looking at it. It's just like such a stupid argument to say why we're keeping it. But anyway, point being is cards, watches, art, sneakers, comics, toys, coins, and memorabilia. That's the games for collectibles. You've got so many different avenues to be interested in. Sports stuff is one of the biggest games. Gary Vee got started on sports cards. Baseball card collection, he's got one of the biggest in the entire world. His big dream, he says, like he wants to buy, I think it's the New York Jets or something. I can't remember. He wants to buy like a baseball team. Was it the Yankees? I think he wants to buy the Yankees. That's his like big dream. And he started because he used to buy all the Yankees baseball cards and he used to flip them and stuff. So anyway, bit of old school stuff there.
No, but it makes you think as well, like how many collectibles did you have when you were younger that are actually worth something that are now in the bin?
Stuff that we just like rip open out of a box or a pack or whatever, and now it's like valued to absolutely
nuts, mate.
Nostalgia buys it the biggest. At the moment, the two biggest markets are the 90s and 2000s, so it's not even that old.
No.
It really isn't that old to get these stuff swipping around. COVID, 140% growth in collectibles.
You know why
year.
Though?
Well, because everyone was at home, just sort of.
They're probably unboxing some kid stuff like, I remember this back in the day. I want to bag some more of these. Nostalgia
Everyone was
effect.
struggling for money. They
massive.
were trying to make money on the stuff in their attic, etc. Yeah,
but also that nostalgia vibe is huge. Like people remember their childhood and they have like fond memories.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to hold on to that and cherish it for ages. That's why like mums and stuff will like hold on to like the most rogue stuff, like a slipper from when I was like 1 or something.
But
they
hold on to some weird stuff as well.
I've heard some dodgy stuff. I was looking at a box of my mum,
she's got like a tooth of mine and like a lock of hair.
Can clone you whenever you want.
Like, it's a bit creepy. She's like, no, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's not really that lovely, is it?
Who knows?
So anyway, a couple of fun ones for you. A single pair of Nike Air Yeezy 1 prototypes sold for $1.8 million at auction last year. The rare One Ring Magic, I've not even heard of this before, but the Gathering One Ring card, it's like a collection called The Gathering. Post Malone bought it last year for $2 million after only one copy of the item was printed. That is insane. Obviously, Logan Paul's had some big ones, which I know you probably know more about. But anyway, that is the story of the game on Collectibles.
Crazy, mate. Anyway, speaking of nostalgia, this is probably the main reason why we have the scratch cards.
It is.
Yes, it is, my friend.
It is.
We've got the 100k one up for grabs again, the £1.
A big one.
Right, I'll kick us off.
Go for it, my friend.
I've got £2.
£2 we like.
£4.
Good.
£10.
Good.
£2.
Uh-huh.
£10.
Uh-huh.
45, 100. Whoa.
That went miles.
Yeah, that was
went space back.
That was good throw.
£10, £40, 100,000. £40, £20, 1,000. 1,000, 100,000, 10. But
no, you haven't.
No, I haven't. I got Crown.
Oh,
that was dark. We swapped throws today.
We have. I don't know
that was unbelievable. Oh, anyway, what have we got for a question of the week, my friend?
Yeah, so my question to you is...
Yes.
What would you say is the hype around collectibles if you're a complete novice or newbie like me? Because I kind of get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah. I think it's more just people's... It's kind of like a sport in a way, where there's competition elements to it. You're kind of trying to win. There's a gambling side of it. There's also a business. There's so many like multifaceted approaches to collectibles. Whether it be something you just are like really in love with, like whether it be Pokemon, whether it be anime, whether it be some sort of like sports fan.
Emotion plays a massive part.
Exactly.
Because ultimately, like when I look at it, because I probably look at it from more of like a sport collectible item. It's the emotion or the event that will make it sell, whether it's the emotion behind the player that you love or the event they took part in or some historical moment. Probably the same, I guess, within the same time, the card industry.
It's a massive community builder.
Massive, mate.
And I'm a nerd in my own right in many different ways, but in terms of like your stereotypical nerd sense of things, if they're not maybe the sporty one, maybe not the musically inclined one, the collectibles game is it's just a place where people just love to be. In terms of whatever the collectible
because of the series behind it.
Exactly.
Because I've recently started watching, really rogue by the way, Game of Thrones.
Have you?
Yeah.
I watched the first season of that back in the day and turned it off, never watched the rest of it.
Really?
So I've got no idea what happened to it. It was
I've just started, right?
How was it? Is it good?
But like, I mean, I'm on episode like 2, mate.
Oh, okay.
Literally just
I won't spoil for you the weird stuff that
I know a lot about it because it's like, it's obviously really popular.
Yeah.
And like, what I was trying to allude to is people used to like dress up to watch this and stuff like that. Yeah.
The whole Comic-Con scene is all like these sorts of people.
And like people do really love it. And I think a lot of it does stem from the series or the show itself, which then obviously goes into the card game. It goes into all of this. Yeah. Pokemon's got a massive tradition in particular of playing the cards at the same time.
Another thing that I don't know how we forgot about it. You about to say what
Catch your Pokemon, whatever.
Pokemon Go.
That was nuts.
It was the biggest thing in the entire world.
People were like crashing cars and stuff.
I remember literally, we'd come back from school, and I don't know why I didn't really get into it. I don't know if I started playing. I never got into it, but I swear to God, we'd be driving in the car on the way home, and my sister and brother both got onto it just for a laugh.
Got to catch that Pikachu.
They'd say to my mum on the drive home, they'd be like, "Stop the car." Mum would be like, "Why?" They'd be like, "Because there's a Pokemon over there. Please, Mum, please stop the car." We'd stop at bus stops. We'd stop at random places for my brother and sister to hop out. They started going on walks together. They never went on walks together before Pokemon Go. And then, like overnight, it just died.
Yeah, it died.
Nobody ever saw it again.
Yeah,
it was
weird.
I remember a video. I don't know if you remember it. It was like a video of he was quite a big lad in like a basement of his mum's house, and the wife comes downstairs and she's there like, "Why have you spent $10,000 on Pokemon Go again?" He goes, "It's because I'm serious." He gets really annoyed. He goes, "These other people aren't serious about really catching them all, aren't they?" It's the funniest video in the world. And he gets sorry. He's like, "I'm really serious about this shit." And he's so funny. I was watching like people are going crazy.
Man, I need to see that
like,
clip.
There'd be parks of people
They'd be
like
running
shoulder to shoulder in parks trying to catch like a Charizard or some sort of Pikachu or something that was just like it was the thing to catch. Oh mate,
no,
I don't know how I
used to watch this
hard.
thing called Bros Versus, which is Bradley Martin and Dom Mazzetti.
You did. I remember you used to send me videos of
God.
that. Yeah.
They used to do like, obviously, I don't know if they were into it properly, but it was all like a bit of facade for them. They'd ride this little canister thing, put on like their what's that? The main guy. What's he called?
What in Pokemon?
Yeah, the guy.
Ash.
That's it. Ash. Well done. And they put on like his costume. They'd ride this thing, and underneath he had like beer cans. He was just smashing his skull, like drinking it, going, "I'm gonna catch fucking Pokemon." I swore as well.
Oh, so no, if you're doing impressions, it doesn't count.
You sure?
I did an impression a second ago, and it wasn't. If you're doing impressions, it doesn't count.
Right, but anyway, the whole point is, it is insane. Like people love this stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And I think maybe we're just on the wrong side of the internet, and we just gotta hop on it, man.
But can you imagine if this today could be the day, my friend? It could be the day when we get onto it and it works out.
Because don't Sidemen have their own like card? They release their own cards.
Sidecards, yeah. I'm quite interested to buy one of them actually.
Yeah,
it'd be quite cool.
Pop off, mate. 50 years when they're 80.
Those
what could a KSI be?
Collectibles. Proper collectibles.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's mental. I think everybody does need to, at some point, like these big influencers, they are the current fad of the world, right? Bear in mind, in terms of like, if you're looking at the 90s and anime and TV shows, and those were the biggest things in the world because TV shows were fairly new. You didn't really have these cartoons and stuff like that back in the 80s and 70s when they weren't really being made as much. Cartoons were the 90s and the 2000s, and now we're in the time where those collectibles and pieces of memorabilia, etc. Like, really weird side note, I was watching Toy Story the other day, swear to God, and it was the second Toy Story.
A banger, to be fair.
It's a great film. The second film is where what's his name, Woody gets like taken by somebody and he gets put in a collection and he's being sold to a Japanese investor for millions. And it's like all the original Woody memorabilia. It's what the whole film's about, and they go and save him. But the point being is like things have a fashion time, where they're at the heat of fashion, everybody knows about it. 20 years later, 25 years later, they are then the thing that the memorabilia and the collectible earns unreal value. So if we look at today's day, and you talk about what is the biggest thing right now, it is Mr. Beast, it is the Sidemen, it is like the Nelk Boys, it's like influencers are the biggest thing of the current generation.
They influence
in 20 years' time, that basketball is going to be worth crazy money. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that's my angle. If we like really preserve things, we buy some side cards, we just diversify our assets, let's call it. But 20 years' time, you never know, mate.
I'm not good at preserving things.
One thing, I got bought this at Christmas, right? I got bought the Lego Ferrari.
Yeah.
Right? It was a cool Christmas present. And I've been thinking about opening it, but because I know it'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
However, Legos having crazy collectible value. So I'm actually in two minds just to leave it in its box.
And Ferrari,
it's the collab that they did together.
If Ferrari ever, like, go out and don't make any more cars.
Imagine how much that would be valued.
Especially if it's like an antique Ferrari.
So I'm thinking about keeping it in its box for a few years. Try forget about it.
Mate, maybe this is where my mindset's wrong. I'm like, just enjoy it, bro.
I agree, but at the same time, if it's maybe something that it's that short-term enjoyment.
It's an investment, low-key.
I actually there is a bit of enjoyment that I think we can actually get from seeing the value in something grow.
No, I agree with that.
I agree with that. It's long-term rewards, short-term rewards.
But I would lose it somehow.
I know you would, yeah.
Like if I don't unbox it or something, I'd lose it.
The amount of stuff that I've got, little place where I can hide stuff and not think about it is pretty good. So I think I could preserve stuff for a long time.
Fine. Give it a go.
Anyway,
shall we get on with it?
The reason why I said we could maybe preserve some stuff is because we've got an unreal trendy today.
On a reel, we could literally make millions right now.
We're getting the action cam back out. It's here because today on Trendy, here we go, ready? Oh, that's a picture. On Trendy, we are going to do our very first collectible card pack unveiling, whatever you call it. And so we have bought some
unboxing
Pokemons. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's in a box.
Yeah, people call it like pack something or other.
Pack opening.
Pack openings.
Yeah,
we're doing our very own pack opening.
Mate, we could make so much money. We could retire today.
We could.
Do you understand?
There's this Pokemon cards that go for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Do you want where did you get this from?
Right, so this I actually bought from Amazon. Weird side note, okay? on Amazon, if you try and buy a Pokemon collection from Pokemon, so this was bought from a trading cards group. So there might be an angle here where we've been scammed. I'm going to open that door and avenue now.
Not
but
another one.
If you buy from Pokemon directly, you have to join an invite list. I've never seen this before in my life. So on Amazon, it says, would you like to buy a Pokemon? And you have to say yes. And you sign your email up and they say, we'll send you an email when Pokemon have allowed you to be one of the potential purchasers for a new collection. I've never seen that on Amazon before.
No.
No, it's weird,
I've never purchased anything like that.
So we have got, I did one little bit of research and I found out that these things are called toppers. And so what you do is you open the pack and you put it in one of these little film sleeves or whatever, and then you put the film sleeve in a topper, and that's how you retain the card's value, because that is, as we said earlier on, that is where the money is made, by having PSA 10s, whatever the grading quality of something is.
Whoever made like these, make an absolute killing.
Making an absolute killing, because there's not many of these about on the market. So, right, let's get all of these out just so we're ready to go. And we have 5 Pokemon packs. Okay, so I bought these from, I can't remember what they're called.
We'll get you've washed your hands.
I haven't, but they're clean.
Okay.
And so we've got 5 specific packs. Now, this is a good way to enter into
wipes.
That's like a wipe for it as well. So the packs that we have, they're all Pokemon related. Basically, so the thing that you want to look for as well is to see if they've been like opened and resealed. They don't look like they have. But again, I'll be honest, I wouldn't really know what to look for with that.
Stick them in here.
So we've got in here, it says that you get 4 different packs, and one of them's a Japanese pack, which apparently is what's popping off right now.
Okay.
So if you bag like a big card from the Japanese
and how much
pack,
this costs?
This cost £40.
Okay.
So not too bad.
If we make money back.
In terms of value and stuff.
If we make money back, I'll be very happy.
I completely agree.
Because I don't know what to expect.
With making money back, we need a way to authenticate this, because we have never opened packs before. So JMO has got a little app for us.
Yes, I am using Collector, which is spelled collect with an R. Apparently, it's an app you can scan whatever card you have. Or if it's not scanning properly, you can search up the exact card and try find how much they're going for on the marketplace. Exactly. But yeah, this is actually part of my Nugget as well, Biz Nugget.
Oh, is it?
So we can chuck it in. Well, no, I'll do it after this.
Okay, maybe.
But yeah, it's a really good one. Actually, I'll describe it a bit later anyway. But yeah. We're going to scan it, mate. So
I've got one as well called Foil Snap. We'll try that as well. So this looks like the Japanese pack, which feels like, I'm not going to crease it or anything, but it feels like there's only much less cards in here than there is in the others.
See, I've seen like the packets themselves actually sell.
They do.
If you open them carefully.
I have no idea how to carefully open this.
I'm not going to try.
Right, so let's just try. Right, just make sure the camera's lined up. It looks
I'm
good.
actually so intrigued, guys. Like, if this is poor for you guys, the viewers at home, I don't care.
Right, in terms of Spotify's, we're going to describe what they are. So, here we go. Let's just opening it carefully.
Right.
Nice and careful. I'm really nervous.
I've seen people open things and like shake.
Right, so from what I've heard is, I think you put that to one side. Yeah, that's just you take the top 3.
Because they're usually the best.
And then you put them at the bottom, I think, and then you flip it over, because I think the 4th card back is apparently the big one.
Right.
Well, this looks sick, this first one. Look at this.
A little shiny number. What's it called?
Roaring Moon X 230 Ancient Frenzied Gouging card. Again, this is going to be really difficult to sort of do. Right, where's the sleeve? The sleeve's there. All right, here we go. So I'll do that. If you take it and then scan it, and we'll put them all in the toppers at the end. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Next up, we have the Iron Juggalists. Okay. We've got a basic energy. I've seen these things. These are fairly good. We've got a Yamask. I think that actually might be the best card in the pack. I think I might have done it one wrong. So
I've got 35 scans for free.
35 scans for free. Okay. Circuit, Whimser, Flamingo. That looks cool. Your face looks good. What? What?
Oh my god.
No.
I don't know how true this is, mate.
What?
This is a spot on match.
Bro, how much is it?
This is already 40 quid.
Is it actually?
$40.85.
Holy. That's probably the most expensive in the pack then, I assume. We've got.
Oh my goodness. How we made money back?
Bro, I don't know.
Look.
Oh, this last one's nice. Gilsaw. This might be the fancy one. Holy shit, bro. Right, let's again, let's put this in here properly. If you scan this one as well, because I think this might be the...
Yeah, I'm only going to scan like ones that look... Well, the shinies, I guess, right?
I think it's the shiny. Again, I don't know, bro. Let's get some of these in here, and then you can kind of scan. We've got a 5-pack, so if you scan, what's that? You've got 35 free scans.
Well, yeah, 33 after this.
Okay, so...
I want to get a good light.
I need to be really careful here.
This is crazy.
This is really crazy. Anyway, for Spotify listeners, so that first one was a Roaring Moon. And yeah, it's $40.80.
This is arse. This is 12p.
12p.
Yeah. So yeah, the Roaring Moon was $40.85. This Glissaw, which I don't think is what we're looking for. I think we're looking for like.
I think those are the ones we're looking
for.
Card
cards. Yeah. So this was 12p.
Right, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to come back to it and put more in, but let's get into the next pack. Let's keep this out just because that might be valued something. If you keep your one over there,
I'm moving up.
That's the most expensive one. Next up, we've
got I'm
the
actually
Paradox
baffled
Rift.
If that actually does sell,
yeah,
it's mint condition. We haven't done anything to it.
Yeah.
It's basic.
It is.
But that's
shit. I ripped the packaging.
I really don't care. To be honest.
I was too busy focused on what
right. So if you look at the top left, it would tell you what stage or what they are, what rarity.
What rarity?
So if you see here, this will say top left, stage 1.
Careful, you.
It's 12p.
Stage. Oh, that's the. Okay, that's 12p one.
That one says basic. A lot of them have different stages. So if you see one that's better than stage 1,
right,
it's probably quite good.
2, 3 goes at the back. Oh no! So okay, that's what. So you go.
Oh, be careful.
1.
Mate. Stop touching them up.
2, 3, and then you turn it over. I assume that will then work. Okay, I think I've done it right this time. I don't know. Basic energy.
We'll figure it out.
This looks like the shiny one. Gradin, 130 basic. It says.
Okay.
Right, there you go.
Well, you want to stick in a sleeve, bro.
Gosh, this is intense. This. I'm actually quite nervous. If people are watching this screaming at the camera. Right.
Stage 1 though. I can search.
Gradin. If you just hand me your one, I'm just gonna put that in a topper as well. That $40 one.
No. Just I'll stick it there. It's all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We'll do that later.
All right.
We've got a lot to get through, bro.
There's a few shinies in here. Crossel, which that looks good as well. So you can scan that one. Anything that's shiny, I think we scan just because they're going to be up. It's funny if like somebody sees on camera us look at this and go, "Oh my god, you've just like put a bang onto the side." 19p. Okay, maybe
See,
not.
I
that
generally
one.
like.
Oh no, I think I've done this right. I've just seen there's a bit of a
ancient.
shiny one at the back.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Yeah, these. Okay, fine.
Pumpkaboo.
I'm not gonna scan that.
Zubat. Natu. Purloin. I'm just waiting to see. Snorlax doll.
Charizard!
I've heard Snorlax before. That might be worth something. We'll check on that in a second. Tinkerton. Durant. And the last one, Sedara. That looks fancy. Let's scan this one. Sedara. Right.
We are
There you are.
sorry to any like Pokemon lovers out there. They're probably raging.
Screaming at the screen right now.
Bubble Beam.
Let's put this one in here as well. Because I've seen ones where people are literally like crying on camera because they've just unpacked something
17p.
Crazy. Can you imagine that first one's like just our absolute like steal that we've got?
Do you want me to try this doll?
Yeah. Try that doll. The next one we have is Temporal Forces. Scarlet Violet.
29p.
Okay. But again, there might be some good ones over there, so we'll check that maybe after the episode in the Patreon.
Yeah, let's open them all up, do the shinies, and then any others that we think are cool.
Yeah.
Because I've got 30 scans still, so it's still quite a lot of scans.
Plenty of scans.
Mate, that looks sick, that one, wherever that is. But I don't know how we know that's good.
I don't know either. I'm trying to open this without ripping it again.
I generally wouldn't like.
This is so tough. Let's try it from the other end.
Just rip it, bro.
I'm trying, bro. Imagine if I rip an expensive card here.
Yeah, lol. That'd be so devastating.
That would completely ruin our day entirely. Right, here we go.
Right. So what you did last time, I think, worked. 1, 2, 3, and then I flip. I think that's what I did before. Oh, this one looks fancy on top. Scream Trial or Scream Tail. Okay, that looks. There's some fancy ones in here. So, Scream Tail. I don't know if that's a good one. This is a 98. This is all part of like a different collection as well.
So scan that one, bro. We've
All
then
right,
got
fingers crossed. Here we go.
We've then got Drampa,
It looks pretty naff.
Basic Energy, Yamper, Grubin, Medicham,
25p.
Tranquil. How the hell did that first bag one get?
You
could have had.
I think, see, like these
Sableye.
stars. You
Yeah.
see these stars, is what you're looking at here, like these things. This one has like 2 eyes and a star, 2 eyes and a star. All the rest have like 1 or 2.
Okay.
I don't know, but I might be shooting at nothing there.
Morty's Conviction, and then Sharpedo. This one looks interesting. This one's quite.
Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. It's got some stars and stuff.
There you are. I'll put that down there for you.
Yeah.
Right.
That looks good.
Put that to one side. Yeah, so there's some interesting ones. If anybody wants to buy any of these as well, by all means, reach out to us.
It's got a chew off and jet headbutt.
It's got what? And then this one is
18p.
Mega Evolution Perfect Order. Well, we've definitely. Oh no, we've not made our money back because it was in dollars. Wasn't it? But I mean, with some of the other ones, you never know. We could have enough to win our money back. Here we go. This one apparently is like there was big boxes of this sort of pack as well. So I don't know if that means it's worth any more. So this one's got a bit of a different card to it. I don't know if that means anything. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Flip. Whoa, this is a nice one. Amura. Oh, there's some fancy ones in here. These look a bit more shiny and fancy. All right, let's flip that over.
That's probably like 2p. I'm an expert now, man.
You're an expert
I'm
now.
looking at, yeah.
There you go, mate. You've got Landorus.
Icy Wind.
A lot of basic energies. Snivy. Skorupi.
20p.
Seal. Shinx. Judge. Volcanion, which looks in like nice nick. Naveen and Hippodon. Hippodonny. This one looks good.
Oh, he looks like a beast, bro.
If he's not a beast, he should be a beast. Heavy impact, it says. Right, there you go. Right. Yeah. I'm going to put this Volcanion on him as well. Slide that in there.
7p.
Really?
It's the worst one.
How on earth did we get like the best one was the first scan we did?
Honestly.
Well, can you imagine if like your app just whatever the first scan one that is, it just like makes
No,
it
because I
look
scanned
really
it again.
valued.
It said the exact same.
Oh, really? Right, let's put this in here as well because I think this might be a nice one.
11p.
There you go. And then for the final one, I think this is
we're hoping for some big ones.
This is the Japanese pack. So this one looks the fanciest all round. I wouldn't obviously be able to say what the name of it is.
13p.
Right.
Jeez.
I don't know how on earth I'm going to open this one. So hard to open. How do they open these things? Let's do it from the bottom.
From the top, maybe. Or the back, yeah.
Shit.
Is it not like a little tear?
It's not a little tear thing, unless I'm opening them all wrong.
That worked. I don't know.
I probably absolutely.
It's probably the best pack opening you'll ever see, guys. I'm not going to say I could do any better, though. Just rip
I'm pretty sure I've seen people open it like they rip it like this, so I'm going to just rip this one.
Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. I've just seen packets sell before.
Right, let's take these out from here. Oh, so this looks like it's okay. I don't really think there's a pointless in like shuffling these cards because there's only a few of them in this one.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll just turn this over. Okay, we have a interesting looking rat of sorts. I think we scanned all of these.
Rat.
Right. We have
people at home screaming.
Some glitter bug with a big head. Some owl that's saluting.
Okay.
There's a dragon looking thing, which is always interesting.
I like dragons.
And then there's this thing, which
Power up or something,
right,
isn't
so
it?
let's scan the dragon first. That's probably our best bet. Right, let's stick that in there.
Okay, this is interesting.
It is interesting. I love how our first one was literally like our biggest win. That's just mental how that works out. If we just did one pack, people would be thinking that we've absolutely bagged it.
22p.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, scan a couple of these and then we
check if there's any like other shiny ones that you can find and we'll try them out.
Sure. Yeah, I think we try all these Japanese ones just because
14p.
Maybe the fanciest pack, I think. Let's take that. Let's stick that in there. Righto. Is there any shinies in here? no real shinies in that one. Put this down here. We'll get these back out. We've got
23p.
Oh, that one's shiny. The Dramper. Maybe that's worth something.
16p.
I mean, I think with all these pennies, we're actually probably making most of our money back.
Well, we've made 40 quid there pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have.
Dramper, Tinkerton, Purloin, Natu, Zubat.
15p.
I don't know if we tried these ones, so try Glizzor.
May as well.
Circuit, Yamza, Basic Energy. Ooh, that Iron Juggless looks good.
12p.
To be fair, I have a feeling this one's probably worth something because it looks really fancy. I don't know why we didn't pick this one up. What?
We just thrown away.
I have a feeling I just threw away a good one. Try that one. That one looks fancy.
Whoa.
Do you see what I mean?
What is future? See, this is what we're looking for. That says ancient. That's the only other one that said something up there.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll go back and check some of them.
12p. 18p.
So somehow, by some miracle, our very first one was actually
the best,
where we made pretty much all of our money. By far the best.
8p.
How mental is that, though?
That's
first pick.
No, it's the first pack we open ever.
I'm sure there's probably one in here that people are going, I can't believe you just throw that away.
13p, yeah.
That is crazy.
Nuts.
Anyhow.
Nuts.
Oh, there's
so,
over here
I mean, all of that I've just scanned, we're looking at 45.
I see. But I see the hype. I see the hype.
Yeah, because when we pulled that, I was like, mate, are we just like...
They got us hooked.
Are we on to an absolute jackpot? But now that's rare. I'm like, oh, that's even better.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to say about your collectible nugget for the episode?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are speaking about, obviously, Pokemon.
We are.
We have somebody called Logan Paul, who, in his own right, has changed the game.
Yeah, massively.
But then again, a lot of haters out there are really angry with what he's done to the Pokemon community.
They are, yeah.
So, this is actually quite a crazy story as well. Also, unsure if it's fully true, but I'm just gonna read it as it was, yeah? Okay. So, how it started. During the pandemic, as you mentioned, everything kind of kicked off with collectibles. Pokemon especially exploded. But it already previously exploded prior, back in the days, but this time it exploded again.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why is obviously people were stuck indoors. They had all their childhood memories coming back. Influencers also, as you said, began opening packs online.
I see.
And this is where, to fair play to him, Logan Paul saw this opportunity and got on it very early.
I see.
Very early. He obviously realized Pokemon wasn't just like a card game anymore. He kind of understood there was like hype around it. There was also the scarcity element because there was only so many cards that were being released.
Yeah.
And it's actually investing all combined and mushed into one.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is pretty cool, to be fair, when you do break it down like that.
Yeah.
So, this is what he did. He pulled one of the rarest Pokemon cards ever.
He pulled it like
he unpacked it, right?
Wow.
He unpacked what he earned was a PSA 9 Pikachu Illustrator.
Wow.
Actually, no, I got that wrong. He bought that one.
He bought that
for
one.
1.2 million. But he started unpacking all these other ones that he had, which got him hooked, right?
I see.
So, this is where apparently he then went on to purchase the rarest one.
Yeah, it's a PSA 10, yeah.
Exactly. So this was originally released in Japan, 1998, as a competition prize.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And there was only one ever graded PSA 10 in existence. Wow. He bought the 9, obviously, for 1.1, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And he wanted to then do a trade because he was obsessed with like this hype and everything like that.
Okay.
In July 2021, Logan Paul traded a PSA 9 Pikachu Illustrator, which was, like I said, 1.2 million he bought for, plus 4 million cash to get the only PSA 10 version. Total deal, 5.2 million in total, becoming the most expensive Pokemon card ever sold privately. He even got a Guinness World Record for it.
He did, yeah.
Now, this is kind of where it started annoying the community. Obviously, he's purchased this thing for a massive amount of money. It's kind of pissed him off already because he's not. People said he doesn't fully understand
but at the same time,
it.
Probably increased the overall value of most Pokemon.
Precisely. But this is also the issue as well. Yeah. So he didn't obviously, as Logan Paul did, he didn't keep it in his vault. He kind of like paraded it about. He started wearing it to WrestleMania. He wore it in his crusted diamond encrusted case and necklace. And like he was literally bringing it wherever he could. The Pokemon hype grew off the back of this massively, and then a load of other YouTubers started jumping on the bandwagon of opening packs, getting the collectibles, because they realized how much money was actually in this thing. And obviously Logan Paul became the biggest face of them all in the Pokemon industry. Card prices exploded. Box breaks exploded. Collectibles became super mainstream.
The thing to do.
Literally.
Big time.
He turned like Pokemon cards into like a luxury asset. Essentially.
Definitely.
So, fast forward to recently, Feb 2026. He sold the card at Golden Auctions for... Do you know how much for?
What I do remember is I remember seeing a video with him and a guy, and the guy was like, I'm going to give you... I think he said, like, I'm going to give you 3 million as a down payment or something. And he says, and then you'll make a certain amount off the auction, because I think the auction house made money off it as well. And from what I think I remember, this is a stab in the dark.
Go on.
I want to say it was about 14.
Close.
Am I?
$16.492 million. He basically tripled what he purchased it for.
Like 2 years ago.
5 years, yeah. Ago. 2021.
Oh my
Insane.
days.
So the guy who purchased it was a collector called AJ Scaramucci or something like that.
Okay.
And basically he was like there was a lot of like skepticism around it though, because it was like kind of looked rigged, kind of weird how he was in the crowd and it sold to him sort of thing.
I see.
Who knows? But supposedly he's got the money, 16 million from a £5 million purchase, basically. It's nuts. Tripled
and also
investment.
the value of like
insane.
Logan Paul having it, I think that probably contributes.
That's the thing. So this is what I was going to allude to now. It's like the influencers can change a market because attention actually does drive the value. And he massively drove the value just by parading it and obviously making videos from it and going down this whole collectible route, which was a huge thing back in COVID as well. And he was just really good.
It was also like a Gary Vee thing.
He could jump on it.
He jumped on it at the same sort of time as that NFTs were dropping off. And so he kind of pitched himself in two ways. He was like, one, he was buying all the NFTs for collectibles, but then at the same time, he was buying all the OG collectibles, which was the cards and stuff, and it was the one that worked out was obviously the OGs, like they came through, and the amount of money that is made is just nuts. Phenomenal.
But as you mentioned, like to the community, he's obviously brought in a younger audience. He's made the nostalgia effect more profitable, and he's also made like the collectibles mainstream now, which is what they are. But then I guess the argument is they're way overpriced than what they're worth.
True.
People are selling them for far more than they should ever go for, because it's a card game ultimately. And they don't actually understand what they're looking for. Hence why you got all these apps off the back of it. Like us, for example. If we open this, we would haven't got a Scooby-Doo. If someone offered me $5, like sure. Do you know what I mean? That's worth 40 quid. Because we have the app, which people are also profiting off, any average Joe can purchase these things and find out how much they're going for. Like you said, it's almost turned into a stock, which is kind of swaying away from what Pokemon originally ever was.
Yeah, fair point. I see. But again, it's with these sorts of things, when influencers pick it up, whether it be, for example, you could look at it.
We should probably stick this in a sleeve.
Yeah, we'll start putting them in sleeves. When you look at, for example, the football game, right? I say this it's a bit of a tangent, but the influencers have now taken the game of football and they've created Baller League. And they've modernized football in a way of like, okay, now we're giving it a different feel, a different sense, different vibe. Now, unfortunately, it's not really necessarily a different vibe that Logan Paul's brought the card game, or these creators are bringing the card game. But is it more value? I think there's an argument to say that there is, potentially. So, I don't know. Like, everyone could probably have their own take on it. I think the OG collectors probably will have a bit more of a stern take than we will.
Well, I view it as the boxing as well.
Yeah.
The influencer boxing versus the core die-hard fans of boxing. Everyone turned their nose up on it. But realistically, it made a load of money for boxing. It brings in a load more eyeballs. Actually, maybe even some could say save the sport to an extent.
I do agree with that. And do you know what the best thing that like influencer boxing has brought the world?
What?
A loss from Andrew Tate. What more could you want in the world than that?
To be
he
fair,
has fallen
Misfits
off
have been-
since he lost
yeah,
boxing,
yeah.
hasn't he?
I didn't even
Loser.
like watch that fight or anything.
Neither
like
did
that.
I, but I just remember watching the videos of him losing. I was just like, that
It's
just
so
gave me a bit of
funny.
intrinsic reward, really.
Anyway, so that is
Anyway.
pretty much it, yeah. But then I guess, so like I said, the kind of golden nugget there is there's plenty of applications out there. So
There are.
anyone out there, if you really want to start collecting, there's plenty of platforms you can use to help you gain knowledge and information that you probably wouldn't have had.
It certainly is. To be fair, speaking of which, I've got a little nugget for people.
Go on then.
So for this episode, seems we're doing the collectibles and stuff. We had that angle. We know
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
people
yeah.
who are probably watching to this length who were interested in the collectibles. If you want to get your own cards graded, your own sports stuff graded, memorabilia, etc., there's a company called AGS, which is the first American grading company that's got a base location in the UK now.
Nice.
And so you don't have to send your card traveling 7,000 miles around the world.
nice.
You can just get it done in-house. With AGS, there's no trade-off between like American standards and British standards, so they keep up both regards in terms of what they see from the value of an item. They maximize resale value. They say 98% of all cards ever graded have been American graded by like this company and stuff.
Yeah.
They've got great confidence in terms of they had great scores throughout the years.
It's
from people
almost like
trusting them.
getting that accreditation actually means a lot, and that's the same as like a business when you get your stamp and it just like B certified or B corporation, whatever it may be.
100%.
That will show that you're a legit business or you have a legit card, for example.
They've got two things running at the moment. So if you do less than 30 cards that you send to them, it's £13.50 a card. So for example, if that £40 one, you spend your £13 to get it professionally graded, the value potentially goes up if it's graded. So if that came back as a PS at 10, that card might be worth over £100. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, potentially.
And so you spend your £13.50 on the cards that you think are ready to go there. But if it if it's less than 30 cards, it's £15 a card. If it's more than 30 cards, it's £13.50 a card.
Cool.
So if you've got big collections, it works. The ones they work with at the moment is any modern sports cards, Pokemon, MetaZoo, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, and much more. So they work with all sorts of different things.
Well,
and the thing that they're go on.
Go on.
I was going to say the thing that they're running at the moment. If you do want to sign up to them, if you sign up and send them your email, no matter how big your first order is, they'll give you 20% off.
That's pretty.
So
good.
instead of £15 it costing, if it was less than 30, you're taking what £3 off. That's £12 a card.
So you could stack up a bunch of cards and go to them.
So your very first submission is 20% off.
If this pops off and people actually love this,
yeah,
we could sell all of these, buy another pack, and just keep on going. Similar to what we did with Scratchies back in the day.
That's effectively what people are doing.
We could start our own little like Pokemon Collectibles opening pack. Whatever
series, a little like 10-minute series every single week dropping
Why
out.
not?
That'd be, if you want to see that, let us know. So yeah, the company's called American Grading Card System. App Asgard, it looks like it's called asgard.com. So you go and check them out and you get 20% off. And that, my friend, is episode 64.
So she wrote, mate.
Wowza.
Big one.
I think we've got a few more to scan. What we'll do is if any of the other ones are of value, you'll probably see us pop up at the end with us going, quick thing. But if you don't see that, clearly the rest of the cards are valued less than £1 each.
Also, we should probably have a little shout out to our lovely paid partnership.
Very true.
Which is the good old Heights. If you haven't, do go check them out. We've had a lot of people purchase through our discount code, which is SNS. That'll give you 20% off your whole basket, or a subscription if you really wanted to, and it just repeats continuously.
Very good point.
People are loving it. It really helps us with the pod as well. So do go check it out. You'll be supporting us and the grind.
You certainly will. The only reason why we've got energy this late into the evening, week after week after week, is down to these legends. Any supplements you need, whether it's calming down in the evening, all the vitals that you don't quite get in with a balanced meal diet is covered by them. Go check them out. You know the code. And if you want any more from us, you're going to have to head over to the Patreon.
Shall we spin them out?
£4 a month, 30p a day.
It is.
Because we've got a bit more that we're going on for this afternoon. A bit more about Gary V. And we've got an awesome workplace stories on collectibles. But that is all for the YouTube scene. Unless we get yourselves another discount.
I mean, what? Last week was a £10 Simon gift card, wasn't it?
It was.
No, your spin, isn't it? Is it
my spin now?
I don't know. Did I get a £10 or you?
That's all right.
I don't actually remember.
Right, here we go. Should we get the action cam on it? Here we go. Action cam spin. We have £20 Amazon gift card to a sub. So we've just lost all of our profit from the trading cards.
Pretty much.
So on screen now.
Wow.
There'll be a code that pops up.
You could buy yourself a Pokemon pack like we did.
Exactly.
Much.
A code will pop up now. The first person gets it wins. So if you stay to this point and you're early into watching
and if you've watched this and it's 5 years later, you could probably still get it. No one's claimed it.
There's a strong chance people haven't watched all the way to this point. So do try it out if you want to. That was episode 64. Thanks for coming around. Every single week we're back here. Drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment if you're around.
Yeah, goal's 10k, my friend, isn't it? We're getting ever closer.
We are.
Which is
we're
good.
chopping in on that.
And I'm hoping we get a lot of money from this car boot sale.
Fingers crossed. If you do want to see that, come back on Sunday. We've got Sunday specials dropping every week with a car boot sale one in the near future. And in the meantime, we love you. See you around. Toodle pip.
And cheerio. Bash. I'll just carry on. You just giggle if you need to. Right? Oh, dear.
Oh, go red.